Whatever people say about him, he was still my father. And I just want to know if... Piece of it.
I'm not the person to ask.
Very well, Ogren.
The men are still
Evade
clearing the
the
rubble in
question.
the basement. They'll be finished soon.
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself.
That's the one who killed the Archdemon. Andraste, preserve me.
Shut your trap! We still have the girl. Hold! Bloody hold! Kill the warden! Now!
This should be easy. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? Thank the Maker, thank you. Right.
You know, when your father took over the Jarl of Denner...
Commander.
So, you're a Howl.
Do you have a point, Mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the Howls. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Do you keep track of how many Darkspawn you kill? We should compete.
The Vigil will
The
endure,
Vigil's been
Commander.
sacked and rebuilt dozens of times.
sure thing.
On it.
Do you remember me? The merchant from the road. I've made a deal with your Mistress Wolsey to provide some new stock for the other merchants here. Make her bless you, sir.
You're back. You... Oh, of course.
Forcing me to come to this eternity.
The men
You
are
don't
still
always
clearing
wear
the rubble
robes,
in
do
the
you?
basement.
Not when
They'll
I
be
make
finished
it,
soon.
I don't.
I mean, when you run from the circle. Robes would make...
I don't suppose you've reconsidered? Coin comes and goes, but dwarven walls never. It will be, Warden. Good luck to anyone who tries to breach these walls. Ah!
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
We're in a city. Where's the tavern?
They can't do this to us.
Can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me. You know as well as I do, don't you? The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end. I should certainly hope so. Ugh. All I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools. Maybe I'm closer to the dream than I imagined. Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile, that's all. You know, Nathaniel, you're just like me.
Anywhere safe.
Am I now?
Anywhere at all.
Everyone hates your family for something terrible they did, even
Let's
though
get
you
started.
I
weren't
think I can help
involved.
with that. I can't believe the city guard isn't doing anything to help him.
It's like you're a mage. If there were more hows, they'd lock all of you up in a tower to protect everyone else.
A thrilling analogy.
The guards. They won't let anyone into the city, but it's dangerous.
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. There have been problems with trade, as I'm sure you're aware. However, my associates, through certain channels, are able to bring supplies into Amaranthine. There is some profit in this. And as the ruler of these lands, we believe you are entitled to a cut. Before we speak of that, we require a small favor. The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage. Return to me when this is done.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. Thank you. I will make this quick.
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
This should be easy enough.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board? Me? No, not me, personally. Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
Please let me into the city. Please, sir.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
Oi, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages. Word of advice. Don't let him sweet-talk you. He's very good at that.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. I am fluent in sarcasm. You can't fool me. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. They might. I only know mine is there for certain. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Do you keep track of how many Darkspawn you kill? We should compete.
The whole quiet and stoic thing must get you a lot of act.
I take it you're an admirer, Ogren.
What? So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? You could say that. I've tried those, but they only stop the itching for a few hours. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. Too late for regrets. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
I don't think we should dally here.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. That I can understand. I'm sure you will hear news of the meeting in your own travels. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
It figures, actually. There used to be another statue here. It was of Byron Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did. Don't bother. Nobody here will want to see it. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. And for what? For being on the wrong side of the war? For choosing poorly? Maybe you're right. I wish I knew exactly how. I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
As there is but one world, one life. One death. Give shelter to the weary and lift up the weak. In time, the Maker will see and smile upon your deeds. As there is but one world, one life, one death. There is but one God, and He is our...
Is anywhere safe? Anywhere at all?
The sins of man brought the blight to us. And now this. The sins of man. We must follow the example of Andraste and friends and neighbors do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. Oh, where has my Karam gone? The guards. They won't let anyone into the city, but it's dangerous out.
Trade halted, I can't get my silks from Denerim.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
I think that's where the phylacteries are. It's probably guarded. Ugh. There are too many peasants making their way into the city.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel! I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back. Once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
As you wish.
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
If anyone can get rid of the smuggler... If anyone can get rid of the smugglers, it's the Grey Wardens.
My brother used to drink like you do, dwarf.
Fun fellow to have around,
Right.
then, your brother.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some... Go get your own drink.
Hey, you're that important person. I got a...
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
No!
This should be easy enough.
We should rise up.
Huh?
Rise up. Up and take back power. Back
Let's
from
get
all
started.
those nosy guards and who watch us with their eyes.
Sure.
Something I can do for you, friend? Just darkspawn raids outside the city. Everyone's keeping close to Amaranthine. And who are you supposed to be that's asking? An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her. Right. Best watch yourself out there.
I'll do it, you just watch. Once I get another egg.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. No, he took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room. Said he was tracking some darkspawn. One particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those darkspawn. Acting obvious, like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall. My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could call on the Maker. Didn't you?
Hey? Something I can do for you, friend? Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Let's get started. As you wish. Let's get started. This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
Greetings, could I interest you in, wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
trade halted, I can't get my silks from...
This should be easy enough.
What is my task?
Only one shall stand! Is that all you got?
How do the Templars always find you?
Incredibly hard. This should be easy enough.
Right. As you wish. Right.